Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.
You've been quiet.
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Do you think this voice has answers about your magic?
She must. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans, ancients. You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
You gonna drag me down to the deep roads?
I will absolutely drag you with me wherever I look for answers. I'll check with my contacts in Orzammar. The minute they give me a lead, we'll go.
It's a date.
A date?
I mean, a prearranged time and place for a specific activity. Unless you wanted it to be a date.
I, shouldn't get ahead of myself. Who knows if my contacts will have anything to say.
Right. Let me know.
Abundance. Rook, Hilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Are you okay, Jacobus?
No. After we lost our families, Derek and I promised we'd look out for... I hate the Antom so much!
I'm sure Taya will welcome you to stay here in the Diamond.
I don't care. I don't sleep anymore anyway. But thanks for caring.
You should talk to some of the other occupation survivors.
You sound like air. Take time. Feel the loss how you need. I wish I were a full-fledged crow. I'm just trapped here, doing nothing.
Jacobus. How is he?
It is good Rook found Dareth's contract. Air says Jacobus is comforted to know his cousin's death was not in vain.
Work might help focus him, but until he can control that temper, I cannot approve Jacobus as a full-fledged crow.
I feel as you do. We worry about Jacobus. His future seems so dark.
We're crows. There's comfort in the dark.
Jacobus is not yet a crow.
But he's not alone. It can be hard to remember that, however.
Jacobus has potential. You see it, don't you, Viago?
Like I saw in certain other fledglings. And as with them, that can end very good or very bad.
Not all things end with clarity, as you and I both know.
Fine. Endings are fuzzy. Starts are shocking. Middles are worth lingering. Nothing new.
Anything else? That's all I have for now.
Rook. Anything else?
Thank you for saving Jacobus. I hope I can help him save himself. He is at a dangerous point in his training. If he is not careful, he risks becoming merely a killer.
How is Jacobus?
Like many who have lost family, he seeks to fill the hole with the blood of others. This hole has no bottom, however. Climbing down is not the way out. I've not said that to him, though. Platitudes are not the comfort he needs or desires.
Have you many students?
I'm watching a number of youth. Some don't know they are students yet.
That sounds strange.
Would you prefer I wait until they decide they want to kill? That point is too late. Not everyone is a Jacobus with the benefit of a rook.
Always eager for your business. Safe travels.
You ever talk to Jacob?
I tried to talk to him.
Sorry. No. Not just a throwing marks.
If you're still interested in Treviso, you should ask Thea to show you around.
And Dara, Taya? She's so intimidating.
You're joking. Thea?
She's so polished, you know? I bet
I couldn't even take anything with me.
You were saying?
she's so polished, you know? I bet she never makes a mistake with the silverware.
She does keep track of which ones Viago's poisoned.
We got company. Take them out! I'm glad the market's still open during occupation. It probably helps to feel that some things are still the same. I've always loved market days, except for when they're occupied by Antam.
How can I help you today?
Antam, take me from Seheran. Now say not need healer. Banabasto. What way?
You crows have no idea the burden you place on this city and its officials.
You don't get to tell a crow how to serve. We save a dozen lives for each that we take.
The Antam could kill thousands because of your theatrics.
Thank you for finishing Dareth's contract. We worked very hard on it.
He was a friend?
He was a crow. That would have been enough. But he was also a very good friend. Jacobus troubles me. To lose so much so young. I've also wanted to avenge people, but it's dangerous without a contract. There's never enough blood to wash that kind of hurt away. I'm keeping an eye on Ivenchi.
The Antam eat, do they not? Surely they don't expect us to skimp on the cream and our white sauce?
Are you interested in combat ready or wall hanger? Now, you may find some partial tanks in our wall hangers, but not our combat blades. Full tank or nothing.
Shinenden. That's how Kanari say hello.
Come on, Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now.
Bostok for Thari?
Here's the place. Velara mentioned the dayless seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team?
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern-toothed dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Fight well.
Greetings.
Cafe Pietra's just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Bitter's good. Chocolate is better.
They have cioccolata calda. It was my favorite drink as a child.
I think you're shaming me, but I love a good cioccolata calda. So, have we done enough three crows in a coffee shop chatting about nothing to bore the spies?
Just about. The most persistent one gave up when Lucanis started getting all romantic about the roasts.
It's a very good roast. So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Varantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Zara's not going to get Ilario, and she's not getting away with anything she's done. I promise.
Don't promise. But thank you.
How's the coffee? As good as you remembered?
Better. I dreamed about this coffee for a year. They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your cioccolata calda?
Delicious. Everyone deserves a chance to try it. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost. best place in Treviso.
You can't force these spaces. They just kind of form where people are. How did you become such a good cook anyway? It doesn't feel like a crow thing.
I was stuck in prison for a year. Thinking about how I'd kill my enemies was entertaining, until I ran out of ideas. That's when I started thinking up dishes.
Jacobus doesn't say much.
He's lost, people. We don't know what it's like for him.
I know about loss, but I never got that mad.
Maybe it's different for everyone. It was for me.
Did you train Dareth?
He was skilled enough, but I paid more attention to Jacobus. He has the makings of a prodigy, and I've told Teja and Viago as much. I hope he can realize it. He risks becoming something far more dangerous if he does not.
Are you part of a guild of trainers?
It is less organized but more formal than a guild. As an heir, I'm left with both means and duty.
But who do you work for?
I don't work, I serve. A frustrating answer, I know, but the only one you'll get.
I don't recall, Heir. When did you join the Crows?
The role was passed to me about a decade ago. Many changes took place during the subsequent years. Before that, I think I tended sheep. When you become an heir, the first death is your own.
Trouble at the gates, as always.
Thank you for handling it, and everything.
That's all I have for now.